The death of a father outside a daycare.
It appeared to be random in nature. The victim was shot multiple times, what appears to be point-blank range. We do have several witnesses that actually saw the shooting, and from those witnesses we were able to get a composite or a sketch of what the suspect may look like. And this is the sketch as Sergeant Carlson talked about at this time. We also, in talking to our witnesses, have been able to get a more accurate make and model on the vehicle. The vehicle appears to, according to the one particular witness who has some knowledge about automobiles, that the vehicle was a Dodge Caravan, a newer model silver Dodge Caravan, which is pictured in this picture up here on the wall. The Dunwoody Police Department is asking for the community's help in finding Rusty's killer. We ask that anyone who was in the Dunwoody Village area, whether they were on Dunwoody Village Parkway, Mount Vernon, Chamblee Dunwoody, on Thursday morning from about 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock till 9:30, if they would please contact the Dunwoody Police Department if they saw anyone matching this description, saw a silver Dodge Caravan. It may have, at the time of the crime, it did not have a tag on it, but that may have had a tag on it when they saw it. So any information would certainly be greatly appreciated and needed. At this time, I do want to announce that the Sneiderman family is offering a $10,000 reward for the arrest, for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for this terrible crime. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Sneiderman, who has a few comments, and then we'll be happy to answer any questions afterwards.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm here today to speak for my brother who can't speak anymore. And I'm here today to speak for my family and to reach out to this great community to help us. My brother was murdered. No one should have to face that. Our family has been devastated. My niece and nephew will never know their father. My sister-in-law has had an entire lifetime of dreams ripped from her. Our whole family has lost its brightest light, and we don't know why. Can you imagine that? Put yourself in our shoes for just one moment. That's why I'm here. We need your help desperately. Any information, anything at all could help. We don't know what we don't know, and we need every shred of information that we could get that could help us solve this crime. So please take a look at this sketch. Take a look at the drawings of the car, the photo of the car. Search your memory and help us to find the killer. Our family will be forever grateful. Thank you.
We'll certainly open it up if anyone has any questions.
Chief, what leads you to believe, what evidence do you have to lead you to believe that this was a targeted crime, not a random crime?
We don't want to get into any details of our investigation too much at this time, but there doesn't appear to be any exchange of words between the suspect and the victim. From our witnesses' accounts, the suspect just walked up to the victim and started shooting.
Mr. Sneiderman, is there anything that would lead you to believe that somebody could have targeted your brother for any reason?
That's what's so hard to understand. To know my brother was to love my brother. He just had an energy about him that drew people in, and he would do anything for anybody. And I can't fathom for a moment what could drive someone to do this. We're just grasping, and we're devastated. You never think something like this could happen to your family. It's something on a TV show. It's not real, but this is real, and we need help from the community.
Could you talk about what makes your brother special? Something that sticks out to friends and family that they will always remember about your brother?
It's hard to say. I mean, it was Rusty. And if you talk to anybody who knew him, and I know you folks have been doing your job, and I've been seeing the quotes, and you're hearing that. He was Rusty. And he had such a giving heart. He would do anything for anybody. And it haunts me. But I see that smile and that light in his eye, and he was always there for everybody. That's all I could tell you.
Somebody out there might have seen something who might have not talked to police just yet. Somebody might have seen that car fleeing. They might be holding on to the information. Could you say something to them, maybe for them to help out at this point?
If you have any information, I don't know what more I could add to this, but please come forward. Imagine if it was your brother, and come forward. I mean, I'd like to think that if I wasn't in this spot, but I had that information, that I would have that courage to come forward, and we would be so forever grateful.
Chief, are you concerned that, speculations out there about, what the motive was for this, that people may be afraid to come forward? You may have some information.
Well, that's certainly always a possibility and always one of our concerns. In many cases, sometimes people have information, but they don't really understand or know that the information that they have is relevant to the case. In other words, some people tend to maybe discount the information. Well, I saw a van, but it's probably not the van that they're looking for. It's probably not the guy. And so those are the people that we need to reach, that saw something that just maybe piqued their interest, that they said, maybe that is the van. Let us do the checking and running it down to see if it is, in fact, involved in the case.
Mr. Sneiderman, your brother was a philanthropist.
Dunwoody Police and family members of Russell Sneiderman talking today to us, letting us know more about the murder of Rusty Sneiderman. It happened last Thursday outside of a Dunwoody preschool. He was dropping off his 2 children. A man walked right up to him and shot him. According to police, point-blank range. No words were exchanged, so they do believe that Rusty Sneiderman was targeted last Thursday.
Now, authorities are telling us now that the family is offering a $10,000 reward for any information. They also wanted to give you a better look at the sketch, as well as the minivan that this suspect was to have driven off in at the daycare. And again, the family is now pleading for any information that would lead to the killer.
Tough questions.